back to the drive. As you can probably already notice by now, we're off to class, but this time it's a little scurry because I'm running late again. But today it's even worse because I got an exam today, and the professor is like very adamant. I've had it. This is the second semester I've had him. He's very adamant about you showing up like early, like 5 minutes early before class even starts for the exam, or just simply just not being late. He's very adamant about that. And so, you know, I'm not trying to be that guy that shows up late and disappoints him, because he has called out a few people sometimes. When someone's like 2 minutes late, he's like, you know, it's not very good practice to be showing up late to an exam or like a big day like this, you know. As they're walking into class, you know, puts them in the spotlight and like shocks them, you know. And I even feel embarrassed for them. I have yet to be late to one of his exams, but today is not going to be the day. So I'm going to be schmoovin' basically. I also might be a little bit more quiet because I'm going to be trying to focus more on the road and, you know, get to the destination a little bit sooner than I am supposed to be getting there. Let's put it that way. I also don't feel very confident about this exam because we were given a 10-question quiz the other day, or like last week, and I got a 40 on it. And me being the procrastinator that I am, I haven't studied one bit. Last night I was going to, didn't get to it because I was editing, and I also was watching some videos and got distracted. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna wake up early tomorrow, you know, 8 a.m. You know, from like 8 to 12 is like my free time to do whatever I need to get done. I woke up at 9:30. Still 2.5 hours or so. Yeah, 2.5 hours to, you know, study a little bit, you know, get some quality study time in, to get some general knowledge in. Nope. That paper-like screen protector didn't get here till 1 in the morning. So I kind of feel bad for the delivery driver, because, you know, delivering to a house at 1 in the morning for a damn paper screen protector, that paper-like screen protector, you know, was, yeah. But I got it, and I put it on, and it took a really long time to do because I had to make sure it was perfect. And it's actually not even on there perfectly, and somehow, even though I did the most work with getting the dust off of my screen, somehow a tiny little white speck of whatever the hell, I don't know what the hell it is, got on my iPad in between the few seconds that there was time for it to get on there, and by the time I laid down the screen protector on top of it. So, there's that, and there's like also like a few tiny little pieces of dust, like 4 or 5 pieces, and it's noticeable when the screen is off, but when I'm actually using the iPad, you can't really notice them. So it's okay, I guess, but that was really annoying. But also I think, to go back to the delivery driver, I'm pretty sure it got there at 1 a.m. because it was like hella delayed. He might have gotten stuck in the storm. So yesterday I started driving home, right? And as y'all saw, there was some rain on the way home, and then it kind of cleared up. You know, it didn't really clear up, but like you could see, oh, there's a little doggy. You could see that like the rain kind of just like went away, or it stopped raining. But that was because I got ahead of this storm. This was actually like a huge storm last night. Y'all, I guess it probably didn't hit this part of the town that bad, but it got to my town, and there are fences missing, and there are broken trees that have been there my whole life that are now like in the road. So yeah, it's a little sad to see, but it was a big storm, like just out of nowhere. Classic Texas, just big winds, huge storm, which we kind of needed a storm because we've been in a huge drought, like 108-degree droughts, all that stuff, which Well, lately, the last 2 weeks, it hasn't been that bad. But, you know, just out of nowhere. And I think we were literally driving, like, as soon as we left class, it was like a good time to be leaving. And I think we were outrunning the storm a little bit to get back to my house, even though I didn't even realize it was gonna be that bad. But it was not good. It was severe thunderstorms, stuff like that, and I kind of miss it. You know, I kind of miss having like thunderstorms and all that good stuff. But oh well. I also notice whenever I'm recording this, like it looks like it does, like obviously at some points it looks like the phone is stabilized. I mean, it's more, but it also somewhat kind of looks like someone's trying to hold the phone in a singular position. You can kind of see how it like bounces a little bit. I can promise you, I am not holding the phone. Although it may kind of look like it based on like how the phone is like bouncing a little bit. I'm not holding it or anything like that. I think it's like the Apple like stabilizing things, because if this wasn't stabilized at all, or if there wasn't any like stabilization in the cameras or whatever the hell Apple does, it would be really like rickety. I don't know how else to say it, but now it just kind of looks like it bounces, which is probably better than what it would be if it didn't look like it bounced. So I don't know if it's something with Apple or it could be something with the stand the phone is on. I don't know. But it kind of looks like someone's holding the phone there. Whenever I'm actually driving, whenever I'm stopped, then it's like, oh, you know, it's normal, but whatever. It does look a little cloudy. It looks a lot darker on the camera than it actually looks here. I mean, there are like some, like a little bit darker clouds, but it's not as dark as it looks on the camera. I didn't use my blinker. I'm like my dad. My dad never uses the blinker when he's in a turn only lane. He's like, why do I need a blinker when I'm in a turn only lane? He's gotten pulled over for it once, but luckily my uncle, who was at the time, he was back from Iraq for a little bit, and then he got deployed. He was being deployed back out to Iraq. He was driving him to the airport, and the cop was like, the cop pulled him over for that, and he saw that my uncle's in like uniform or something like that, and I was like, yeah, I'm taking him back to Iraq. The cop's like, okay, you have a good day. Thank you for your service. Is it Iraq or Afghanistan? I don't know. I think it might have been Afghanistan. I didn't hit every single red light possible, you know? That'll make me feel a little bit better about the fact that I've got 29 minutes to make it to class right now. Oh boy. When will I ever learn that maybe I shouldn't wait so long to take a shower and get ready for something? It wasn't even because I was just like, I mean, it was that, but I was like in a conversation on Discord, and I didn't really want to leave it, and it was also an interesting conversation I was having, and if I would have left, it would have been kind of awkward, because well, yeah, let's just say that it would have been a little bit awkward. At least from my POV, I think it would have been awkward if I would have left, but whatever. Discord just makes time fly somehow. When I'm just like having like an actual conversation, I'm not trying to like keep up a conversation, you know? You're just kind of just talking. Time goes by. It's crazy. Episode of The Drive. I didn't really need to because The Drive doesn't get uploaded until today. Yeah, episode 6. Is episode 6 this one? I don't know. I'll figure it out. But oh well. Today is actually the day where I've got to get it edited and uploaded, which I think today I'm getting out of class early because I think today we're just doing usually he just does the exam and then he can leave. But on the syllabus, it shows today we're taking the exam, and then there's something about chapter 9. So he might just end up switch his ideologies around here and make us take an exam, and then do learning afterwards, which is kind of not okay. Well, I mean, obviously it's okay, but like, it's not really anyone's preferred method of doing things. No one really likes that because we just stress ourselves out over a whole exam and now we don't really want to learn anymore. But hey, whatever. Like I was gonna actually go speedy today, and the one time I'm not stuck behind someone, I'm actually going below the speed limit. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my cruise now. Oh boy, the scary turn. This turn is sketchy as hell. Oh god. No, we're good. there's like this thing that you have to do at the beginning of each of your programs where you kind of list out, you know, what the method header is, what the class is, and the class like privacy basically. And so I get those mixed up quite a bit. Like I don't know which one is like the class thing, which one's the method header, which I'm pretty sure, now that I'm thinking about it, the class is kind of like pretty easy to figure out what the hell the class is. The method header is like the name. So like a method is kind of like, let's say you're trying to, a part of your program is designated towards like a basketball game, right? So or like a points, like let's just say you're trying to track points, right? And so you'd probably name that program, like the method would probably be named like BSKT points or basket points, you know? And so the term basket points would be the method header, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. You'd think I know this when I'm in the more advanced programming class by now, because, you know, this is programming 101. You should know this, but I don't know. I get them mixed up. I kind of just write them out because I know they're supposed to be there, and I know what they do, but I just don't. For some reason, I just can't figure out which one is which. I'm actually gonna go over to this side because I don't feel like being stuck behind two. I don't feel like being stuck behind these guys. But yeah. I think I relatively know which one is which now. I was just kind of being stupid. But I also did take that quiz. It's an open note quiz, right? It was an open note, open everything quiz. So it was like, oh, you know, I could have just waited till I got home to take the quiz, and then I could have just looked at my notes and everything, which I didn't, because I was like, oh, you know, this should be an easy quiz. I don't need to go and do that. I can just take it here real quick while I was waiting for the next class to start. Yeah, no. It didn't go that plan. It didn't go that way. It was indeed not that easy. And I know how he does his exams. Like they're relative. Like the last semester when I had them, they were relatively easy as long as you actually looked at the material. You would do pretty well on the exams. Or if you just at least paid attention, you'd do well on the exams. But this was like after week 2. Something like that, and I've already kind of forgotten all the terms and stuff because it's been a whole summer since I last took the class and had all the information flowing through me, you know. So now I should be all right. I don't even want to say that. I'm probably getting like a solid. I'm hoping I get like a, you know, close to an 80, but I'm feeling like I'm probably gonna get like a 70 or like a 64. For some reason, like 64 and 66, those are the most common grades I get if I'm failing something. I don't know why. Whenever I don't really study or anything like that, I end up getting a 64 or 66, and it's very consistent that way. I'm hoping for like an 80, but I'm feeling like I'm gonna be a 70. So if I get a 70, it's aight, you know. I can come back for the next one, because then I'll be like, oh, you know, I can figure out how he does this sort of thing. And hopefully by then I'll be a little bit more on top of my stuff. But I always say that, and I never am. But this time it's different, because I'm actually doing like productivity stuff, and I'm doing like all this other stuff that I wasn't doing last time. Last time I was just like, yeah, you know, by that time I'll be doing fine. You know, I'll kind of have it under control, and I know now what he's like. It is so weird having such a huge backup of videos on my phone that need to be exported, and also having a large backup of footage that just needs to be uploaded to YouTube. Which one of these days, hopefully tonight, but I also want to stream tonight. But hopefully when I get home, if we do get done early and we don't do any like lecturing after the exam, I'll be able to get home and be able to upload quite a bit of those to my Google Drive and get some of them done, so they can just be automatically set. What the fuck? Dog. What the hell is happening there? Nice turn lane usage. Okay. I mean, I don't know what the title of this video, because that was kind of stupid. You know, the title of this video is going to be, I'm running late for an exam, but now it might be, school bus almost caused a crash. You gotta exaggerate it a little bit, you know, gotta make it interesting. I do hate that. If I ever do catch something on camera, a lot of times I'm trying to make a video on something else, but then something really interesting happens during that recording. Or like I've already got like a main plan for what the title is gonna be and all this other stuff, and there's like, you know, the big thing is gonna be happening in this video, but then another big thing happens in the video, so now I'm like conflicted. It's like, do I name it this or I name it this? Because this seems like it'd be very interesting to call it this, but then also the main purpose of this video is this one thing. That is very close. God damn. But I'm a precise driver, as you can clearly see. Okay, it's 1:45. We're fine. We are perfectly fine. Kind of. I won't be parked until like 1:48 probably. And I gotta walk to class. And that's probably about like another 3-4 minutes. So yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be in the classroom by like 1:56, 1:57. I am quite nervous about the exam, because this semester I was like, you know what, I'm really going to do well this exam, or this semester I'm really going to focus hard on school and just do well, and here I am, not doing that. I've said this every single semester and I'm not doing that. It's like, I always did well in high school, middle school, elementary school. I've always been like a really good academically, but then once college hit, just everything changed for some reason. I mean, I did have a lot of like, medical setbacks and stuff, and I've also been having a lot of stuff done with my brain. You know, I'm on a whole bunch of like pills, I'm on a whole bunch of like medication stuff, and I'm also getting like my brain studied all the time. It's like that could be affecting it in some way, but you can also think that I'm having pills and stuff to help my brain because of those medical histories. You'd think that would be doing even better now because of that, but unfortunately that is not the case right now. And I also don't want to just assume that that's what it is, because that could be wrong, and then I'm just coping and being like, yeah, you know, it's the pills, man, you know, I can't do anything about it, and then I actually just start decreasing in my attention because I just think, oh, there's nothing I can do about this. You know, there's a lot of people that will go out and kind of just be like, yeah, I'm just not going to really try anymore because this external thing is preventing me from being able to achieve this, or is preventing me from doing well on this thing, when in reality you're just hurting yourself even more. Because that might be true. It might be true, but it also could just be you're not putting any sort of, you're not trying at all to be better, and so you're just decreasing yourself a whole lot because you're just being like, yeah, you know, there's nothing I can do. If that makes any sense at all. Once again, someone else backing out. Go figure. I don't know why they do that. It is wild. They're gonna move over to the right side. Yep. I'm so confused by that. I'm scared to go to the left side because this is the third car I've seen do this. But all 3 times I've also made people that are just getting a ticket. Or whatever. there's no tickets. That's what he said. He's stuck there now. No tickets. That's tough. So I could probably get through over there because I don't need a ticket because I got a card. Hee. Scamming the system, baby. But also not scamming the system because I paid hella buku money in order just to be able to get the ability to get a card, so. You know, I'm probably end up spending more on just having confirmed parking now to pay per hour than it would be if I were just to pay the hourly payment, which is like $2 an hour. So I could probably do the math there and probably figure out what's actually worth it, you know? But I didn't do any of the math. I would like to, actually. Now that I think about it, that'd be really interesting to find out. See how much this ticket costs exactly. I'm pretty sure it's like 600 something like that. And then I just multiply each day by like 3 hours or so, because I park here before class starts, and then I get here. And then so yeah, probably like $6 a day times 3, because 3 days. So $18 a week. 18 times however many weeks I'm here. You know, it's got to calculate probably like missing 1 or 2 classes, but even though I want to show up to all the classes, you know, there's probably gonna be a few classes that I miss. So whatever, like, it's more than 10 weeks. I don't know, like 14 weeks, maybe? I don't know. 18 times 14. If I can do that in my head, I don't know. 32. Put the 2 down. 3. 4. So 72. 72 and then a 0. I'm really trying to solve this in my head right now. 72. So then 8 times 1. So 72 plus 180. Fuck. 72 plus 180 is 256. I think I got scammed, bro. I think I'm the one that's getting scammed for paying for the actual garage parking. God damn. What the hell? That can't be right. 256 can't be right. Hold on, I'm gonna... Hey Siri. Oh, I can't do it. Wait, can my watch do it? Does my watch have a calculator on it? Oh, it does. 252. Okay. I was off by 4. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting scammed. Hella scammed from this parking garage. Oh, whatever. Anyways, thank you guys again for watching. I do appreciate it. I will see you guys very soon.